Good evening.
Good evening.
Glad to see so many of you that came out. You ever ask the question why some people always have somewhere to go? You're sitting at home. You might be the prettiest lady, the handsomest man, but for some reason, you're never invited to go anywhere. I don't have that problem. Look at me. I don't have that problem. I'm not overwhelmingly beautiful, handsome, but there's a reason I get invitations behind invitations. It's my personality. What's in a personality? What is a personality? You have to ask yourself, why some people will sit by you while others won't? Your personality. You portray certain things by the way you look. If you sit there with frowns on your face, if you sit there with your arms folded, that's a part of your personality. But let's go a little deeper. Personality is a philosophical way of looking at things. It's a spiritual awakening also, but it's a natural occurrence when you have developed a personality. None of us are born as go-getters. You would have one individual who comes, and this individual you would think had it going on from early on in their life. No, they develop that personality. Over the course of the years, you have to inwardly look at yourself to see what it is about yourself that you can fine-tune in order for people to be at your door. The Oriental saying is, a man who opens a shop without a smile should not open at all. People want to be catered to. People want to be recognized. People want you to notice them. So if you have a business that you're interested in, and this is what Inspirational Station is all about, giving people the tools so they can go out and apply what it is you learn here so that you can come back and inform us. But once you have those tools that you need in order for you to go forward in life, then you can look back and see how valuable this moment is. We find in our lives that moment after moment goes by. We start businesses and we wonder sometimes why these businesses falter. Not necessarily because of a business plan, but because of our personality. And when you greet people that come into your establishment and you're saying to them with a frown, I don't want your business. But if you greet people with a smile and you look people in the eye and you give people a good handshake, that's a part of your personality. If you sit erect, if you walk as though you are a king, people will notice that about you. The lady who comes in the room and stands and looks out over the audience, she has a personality that says, come to me. I'm open. You have to be open whenever you're in the public. When you're in a political office, your first priority is to be accessible to everybody. And when you are accessible to everybody, then people gravitate towards you and people recognize you because you have this open door policy and they want to come in. But if you don't show yourself friendly, as the Bible says, then you can't have friends. That's a priority. When you establish and develop your personality. A personality will take you far. An iceberg, for instance. An iceberg can be seen from a distance, the top of it. But the largest part of the iceberg is underneath. So when people see you from afar, they are judging what they see. You might be the kindest person in the world, but inwardly, that may be true. But outwardly, they can't see it. So what you need to do is fine-tune your outward appearance so you can convince people that you are approachable. You don't need to put on fronts. Some people do. Some people are good at that. But if you are a naturalist, if you're like a G. Fabre, where every moment that you're watching him, he's just smiling. If you're like the lady sitting right here, just smiling, that tells me that she's approachable. When we come into the midst of our people, we need to allow them to be able to come to us. That is a priority with the personality. The business that shuts down, it shuts down because of people who don't have good personality that's serving the public. So we have to become more personality conscious. If your personality is one of the Grinch, always frowning, always complaining, then you must also understand that those citizens in Whoville, even though their Christmas toys were stolen, their personality still said, sing the Christmas song. Even though you may inwardly feel sick, outwardly you still should show a good personality. I emphasize the word personality because there was a gentleman who lived in a far country, and his main objective was, for that particular day, was to get up every morning, go downtown at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and light the lamps along the streets. He lit those lamps regularly. He would take his ladder, and as he was going, he would prop the ladder up against the light, and he would take a match and light the candle. He would do this all the way down the street. One day someone asked the question, how do we know he's doing a good job? The man responded, look at his trail. He left lights for you to follow. If your personality is overwhelming, if your personality is so genuine, then you're leaving a trail for people to follow. And mind you this, they will follow you. People follow people who are going places. And if you're not going anywhere, you will not have a follower. So look at yourself, analyze yourself, wonder sometimes, why is it that I'm by myself when everybody else is on the other side? It might not be them. It's probably you. And once you correct yourself, then you can gradually ease yourself into the mainstream of things. And people will accept you and welcome you because now you are a part of them. Because you have taken the time to fine-tune your personality. Inwardly is where it begins. Inwardly is where it ends. The main objective is no one can do it for you. That's a job you do for yourself. You have to say to yourself, I'm not satisfied the way I am. So I gradually re-alter myself every day so that I can become more accessible. I leave you with this. there were a group of birds flying south for the winter. One said to himself, I'd rather walk. As he was walking along, a hunter came along and asked, did you know it was duck season? The bird said, no, I did not know it was duck season. All of my friends left me. And he asked, why did they leave you? And he said, because I didn't want to fly with the pack. At some point in your life, you're going to fly with the pack, or you'll find yourself on someone's table. Thank you very much.